Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I've done some improvements, I've done some upgrades, and I wanted to share them with you. So the first thing I did was I bought several things for the iMac. I'm enjoying the 5K iMac. I will be giving you an update on that as well. But I did buy some other things for the office area. I upgraded the lights, the LED light kit. I got a bigger and better light kit for just 17 bucks, $17.99 on Amazon. The light kit is actually pretty nice. It has all these different modes for flashing, and I just keep a steady white pretty much all the time. And that's kind of how I like it, you know, because I have like this white and silver thing going on here. So having just a white LED light kit is more than enough for me, and that's just exactly how I like it. It's just that it's a brighter kit, and I think that's what's needed for my area, because I have a really big desk. And I didn't want to mount anything to the actual monitor and stuff like that of my 5K. So I decided to put everything on the desk, hide the LEDs. Like some of you guys said, oh my God, you need to hide the LEDs, they're showing. And it does look better. And I tucked them all behind the desk, and it's much brighter at night. It just illuminates behind up against the wall. And I think it's a nice upgrade for $18. I actually plan on getting another kit and making it even brighter back there, doing more along this side. I don't know, but 18 bucks is a really good price, and I have a link to this in the description as well. The next thing I decided to add on was a USB hub to my 5K iMac. And I think this is definitely a must. If you buy any of the iMacs, this is definitely a must, because these kits are made exactly for the iMacs. And it specifically says that it's for the iMacs. It's just a USB hub that goes, that one pumps into the back of the ports on the back of the iMac, and then you get a front-facing setup for your 5K iMac, or your, you know, I think it works with the 21 iMac, but definitely works with the 5K iMac. You get a front-facing 4 more ports, and you still have 3 more on the back. So you get an extension, and you also get more ports, and it actually looks a little more elegant than having a whole bunch of cables hanging from the front. When I need to plug in something, I just plug it in, and then after that it's gone. I get rid of it, or else I just leave some going out of the back, and you can't even see them when they're hanging. But upgrading the port is something that I bought a lot of things prior to even having the 5K iMac, because I knew that I wanted them. So I thought it was a must that I go ahead and do so. So when I get it, I will be ready to go. Another thing that I upgraded or added on to the 5K iMac was a Samsung T3 SSD. And I went with a 256 gig SSD because I felt like I'm just going to be using this for 4K editing and you know, pretty much 1080p or whatever I'm doing at the time. And having an SSD definitely is a lot faster. Now, let me explain the Fusion drive that's on the Apple iMacs. So the Fusion drive is a combination, and this is directly from Apple. The Fusion drive is a combination of an SSD and a hard drive. And while it is faster than a regular hard drive, it's not as fast as an SSD. And the reason that is because I can't control the SSD portion of the Fusion drive. And I reached out to Apple, and they said, hey, you know, your computer, basically what it's going to do, it's going to notice all the applications that you use the most, and it's going to start storing those more on the SSD side, so you'll get better performance. And I thought, you know, that's a great idea, but, you know, I don't want to wait on my computer learning pretty much. And if there is a way to actually get in there and store things on the SSD side, someone let me know in the comments. But I just didn't feel it was worth it. You know, I didn't want to upgrade through Apple to an SSD and have a small hard drive on my computer. So I decided to go and get the 1 terabyte, knowing that I was going to get an SSD. So I grabbed the 256 gig SSD, and it just plugs into the back. You use some 3M tape, mount it to the back if you want to, or just position it back there to where it's just steady and out of view, and you'll always have the fast read and write speeds that you want. Now I'm getting about 350 to 400 on the write speed, and then the read speed is well over 400. So their claims by Samsung for the T3 is pretty accurate. The Fusion drive, while it does read some things a little faster, it doesn't write as consistently and fast as the SSD. It's just doesn't happen. Now the next thing I can tell you can probably tell already that I've updated was my mic. I actually went with a Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is a microphone that a lot of people have, and YouTubers have it. It's just probably one of the best microphones for voiceovers or just doing audio like I'm doing right now. So you should be getting better audio quality from your man Jay Will. I've decided to stick with the Blue Yeti. I've actually been using this for over a week or so. Ever since I had the Mac, I think I've been using it, but I haven't been posting any videos. I've been kind of taking some time to take care of some things, and the Blue Yeti is actually pretty phenomenal. And with that Blue Yeti, I decided to go ahead and get an arm for the microphone. Now, having an arm for the microphone raises it up off the desk, because the desk will absorb all vibrations and things that we can't hear, and the Blue Yeti is such a powerful microphone, it's going to pick up all of those noise. As a matter of fact, the Blue Yeti picks up wind, everything. So it's a directional microphone. You've got cardioid is the position that I'm going to continuously probably use it in. But if I wanted to do some kind of interview or just have other people in the room, I can have it pick up all. And there's 3 in there, so you have directional, omnidirectional microphone. It's just fantastic. The audio on here is just great. So while I will have to do more editing and matching up voices and things like that, it's totally worth it, because not only will I use the Blue Yeti for YouTube videos like this is an upgrade to my podcast, my Spreaker podcast. You know, I will definitely be going forward using the Blue Yeti for podcasts when I can. So camera quality, you probably notice is looking pretty good. So audio and camera quality are definitely things that I think are important. Before, when people told me I should upgrade my mic and things like that, I just felt like the lapel mic was enough. But people started to say, oh man, you sound like you're in a can. You know, positioning the lapel mic is kind of the challenge that I had. So with the Yeti mic, I can have it away from me right here, adjust the gain. It's on the arm. It's great. I don't have to worry about touching it. You know, and this audio is probably the best audio that you've heard from me. So, and this is what you can expect going forward. So I appreciate you guys' support. We're going to keep the channel rolling. So upgrades, you know, LED light kit for the desk. I cleaned up the desk. It'll stay clean. I got the USB hub, the SSD for the iMac, and then the Blue Yeti with the arm. So in total, you know, the lights cost $18. The Yeti, I got it on sale for $110. It was about $120 with tax. And the SSD is $100 plus tax, about $109. And the USB hub is $30 plus tax. So I didn't spend too much money. And the last upgrade that I might do to the 5K iMac is the RAM. Now I can go ahead and buy that now, but I haven't had it long enough to test out and see if I actually need to buy the RAM, because it comes with 8 gigs of RAM. And a lot of people say that's not enough. But I pretty much just use iMovie right now to do a lot of the editing. So I'm not too much worried about RAM at this point. But having another 8 gigs or another 32 or 16 gigs, it won't hurt. It definitely won't hurt. So right now this thing is benchmarking at about 4,900 single core and 14 to 15,000 multi-core. So that's good enough for me. So it's your man Jay Will. Just wanted to give you an updated video on the upgrades I've done and the add-ons I've done. So tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.